Hello everybody and welcome back to the Finer Things. So, today we are drinking punch. Prairie Artisan Ales punch, actually. Oh yeah, let me start that over. Ingrowthany Neck Hair Tano here, and today we are taking a look at a beer. This is not unlike any other beer. No. This is Prairie Artisan Ales Punch. So, it's a new Prairie, new little 12-ounce can Prairie Boy that we're about to drink. This one is described as sour ale with blackberry, cherry, and lime. Okay, so that sounds really interesting. I'm loving the artwork on this, as I usually do with Prairie, because, yeah, their art is fire. But let's see if this one is fire or not. It could be too sour. I don't know, Prairie sours tend to be very, very sour. So, we'll see. And I'm a pretty big connoisseur of punch myself. I always make the punch for our little social events and stuff. But let's see what Prairie's got to offer. Oh man, this is already the color. I was not expecting this. But, woo! Oh god, that pour is horrendous. Oh wow, but look at it. It's glorious looking. Got these little weird hairs on my glass. Also, we're listening to Mystic Hits, the album by Sugar Candy Mountain. Very, very nice little band, if you've never heard of them, but go look them up. Really great songs. Alright, so wow, right off the bat, this is very red. I was not expecting this. But I guess, when most people think of punch, you think of this bright red, kind of Hawaiian punch-esque, mixture, and this looks very much like Hawaiian punch. Like, look at that in the light. God, it's so red. It's the bubbles are pink and the drink itself is very, very dark red. Yep, I'm getting that the lime kind of zest, and that orange. There's a bunch of citrus in the nose. A little bit of salt, and I can already smell how sour it is. We're gonna just top this off just a little bit more, and then dive right in. Alright, y'all. Cheers. So I'm laying it on my dick. Okay. Wow. Wow, okay. So all the elements are definitely there. I can pick them out if I really focus. But the most prominent thing to me are these lime flavor. The lime and cherry are the most prominent flavors to me. The blackberry is barely there, but this almost takes a little bit more of the bitterness from each of these fruits. Blackberries aren't bitter, but that's probably why it's not standing out so much, the blackberry. But the cherry and the lime, it's like they took the juice of really dark cherries. It's not a maraschino cherry flavor, it's a really dark natural cherry. And then they took like lime zest from like the peel and mixed that in. There isn't like as much of the sweetness in here, but yeah, despite being called a punch, this is really an all-natural flavoring. There's hardly any sweetness in this beer at all, which I suppose is actually a good thing, because if you were to have a really, really sweet beer, those would get pretty old, pretty tiring after a while. Very tart. And definitely unique. The tartness ratio is pretty standard for Prairie. Oh my god, my phone's going off. It's Lance. But, yeah, it's not overly tart like some of Prairie sours are, which is nice. It's definitely not too much. And it's not too little either. It's a pretty good balance on the tartness scale. But I am wishing that a little bit more of that blackberry sweetness was there, because the blackberry just kind of falls. It takes a really big back seat to the other two flavors. The cherry and the lime are their bitterness is what shows through the most on this beer. And if the blackberry and its sweetness could come through just a little bit more, I think I would enjoy it a lot more. But overall, it's pretty refreshing. Got just a little hint of bitterness, a little hint of sourness. It's nice. It's a very refreshing summertime beach drink, as you can see on the can art. There's a bird applying what we think is sunscreen to some dude's back. But yeah, I like it. It's 5% alcohol, by the way, so pretty average. In fact, this is a very average alcohol content for a sour. But yeah, a pretty good attempt by Prairie. It's not my favorite sour of theirs, for sure. I think I'm going to give it a 6.3 on this one. I'm not terribly impressed. I think they missed the mark there with the flavors just a little bit. It could stand to have just a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more of that blackberry impacting it. But yeah, not bad. If you're into sours, give it a try. If you see it at the store, you may like it. It may be your cup of tea. But anyway, have a good night, y'all, and I'll see you next time on The Finer Things. Cheers. Ain't too bad.
Straight to the morning. Well, there's a ringing in my ears, but there's the devil on my tongue. Feel like I ain't been out in years, but when I'm with you, it's too much fun. Rolling the dice tonight, not gonna fuss or fight. We're going out tonight, straight to the morning. The fever will never end. Straight to the morning, when we can just start again. Straight to the morning. You'll always never stop it. Start all over again. You'll always never stop it. You're always edging up the gears, but never measure what we've done. Well, there's a pleasure in this fear that we might never see the sun. Rolling the dice tonight, not gonna fuss or fight. We're going out tonight, straight to the morning. The fever will never end. Straight to the morning, when we can just start again. Straight to the morning. You'll always never stop it. Start all over again. You'll always never stop it.
I'll pick you up at 10:30. I'll see you move by 11. I feel the heat, let's cut the lights. It's a small slice of heaven.